The major news is Harry Reid came out and said, no go. We are not going to be able to get a health care reform bill through the Senate by the August recess. We gave it a shot, not going to work. He's like, look, we had issues in the House too, and the Blue Dogs are holding it up in the Energy Committee in the House, and so it is now official. We're going to have to do it after the August recess. Now, Obama then came out and said, okay, well, as I said, we're going to get it done by the end of the year, and we're just going to come back in the fall, and we're going to fight even harder. Okay? Now, he doesn't have a choice because they couldn't get it done by the August recess, so he's got to live with it, right? Now, this should be bad news for anybody interested in health care reform because they're going to use this opportunity to run more ads, and they're going to use it for propaganda purposes to try to kill the bill, right? And this is partly a little bit of what we were afraid of. But then I had this crazy revolutionary thought. What if we used August to fight them? Normally, this is, for Democrats, unprecedented. No. We wait to get attacked by the Republicans, and then we go, every once in a while. But here's a crazy idea. Why don't we declare war? Charge! Okay, everybody calm down. You're at a 10, you got to be at a 2. No, but look, think about it. All right, now we got August, right? So let's take the fight to them. Let's say, hey, you know what? These guys, they want to kill this reform just like they did in '93. If they do, you will be stuck in the same situation where your costs are rising and rising and rising. And it's the same bag of tricks they used on you in '93 to say, oh, no, you don't want health care reform. And what they're trying to do is attack the bill, right? So they say the better alternative is to do nothing because they don't have an alternative. Roy Blunt was supposed to be there, one of their guys in the House. In fact, he was the guy who was going to come up with the alternative plan. When the press asked him about it yesterday, he said, yeah, we've decided we're not going to do an alternative plan. Instead, we're going to focus on attacking the Democratic plan. Think about that for a second. Now, that's a screw-up. He should have never admitted that, right? But their strategy is, who cares about fixing the system? Let's score political points here, and let's attack the bill until we drive it in the ground and kill it. And then we'll wait another 16 years as our buddies in the corporations keep making more money and funneling it over to us, and everybody be happy. Well, normally that's how it plays out. But what if we don't do it normally? What if we counterattack? And what if we say, hey, listen, they're trying to trick you. They're trying to make sure that your health care costs keep rising. It is not a matter of do we do this plan or maybe another great plan later. There is no other great plan. There's no other plan at all. There is no later, okay? The real question is, do we do this health care reform or do we not do it? And if you answer, no, let's not do it, I think you're crazy. Obama should say, look, you elected me for a reason. You elected me to get this job done. Now, step out of the way and let me do this. Now, if it turns out I screwed up or you don't like it, well, as Bush once said, there's a great accountability moment, and it comes in the presidential elections. So you got about over 3 years left, and then you kick my ass out if it's not going to work out, okay? But we're going to do what you elected me to do, and I'm not going to let them stop us. So I suggest that in the month of August, we take the opportunity to take the 8 Democrats who might hold us up in the Senate, because they're the critical people, so-called in the middle, right? And then the 2 main senators who are Republicans. Take those 10 senators and go after them and say that you might vote one way or another on this bill. You might agree with this or not agree with this bill. But you owe it to the American people to give the bill an up or down vote. You cannot join a Republican filibuster of this bill and kill this legislation in the middle of the night and go back to your constituents and pretend that you give a damn about their health care issues, their health care costs, whether they're insured or uninsured. Because if you join a filibuster to kill this bill, that means you have, and you don't offer any other alternatives, that means that you don't give a damn. And we're not going to stand for it, and you're going to pay a political price for opposing us.